this is Born 62. I'm Henrik Jurs. Today we'll be talking about the Sissy Squat. The Sissy Squat is performed in a Sissy Squat bench like this one. This is found in most old school gyms and training facilities, but you don't see it in newer gyms anymore. It's not because it's only for sissies, but it's because it'll make a sissy out of almost anybody. What does it do? How do you use it? What is it good for? First off, when you do a regular squat, you have a bar resting high up on your back and you kind of squat down like this, meaning that your knees come forward while your butt comes backwards. And you keep the center, the line of gravity from the bar over your feet all the time. If you lean too far forward, much forward, and the line of gravity travels beyond your feet, you will probably fall forward. And same thing if you make the line of gravity go away from your feet to the backside, you will fall backwards. This one allows you to sit back and not drift forward with your knees, but keeping your lower legs completely vertical and just sit back because your feet, your lower legs are locked into this bench or machine if you want. There's not much machine over it. And what does that do? That puts much more action into the quads, especially the lower quads just over the knees. So this is a kind of isolation squat for your quadriceps, especially the lower part. The reason most people don't like this exercise is that it's bloody hard on the knees and it's bloody hard on the lower quadriceps. And if you don't adjust the bench correctly before you start out, you can risk that you comes too far down and you're not able to get up, or if you're able to get up, it will hurt like hell and you will say, well, I'll never do that shit again. And at that, you're actually missing a really good exercise. I've had 2 knee injuries over the last couple of years. 5 years ago I tore the PCL in one knee, and 2 years ago I kind of twisted the other knee, and well, that has set me back. I'm not able to do very heavy squats anymore, and I have to be very careful how low I go. So this machine, using only a bench, using only body weight, will allow me to go a little deeper, but I have to be really careful. My long-term goal is to do 100 reps in one set. That will happen in 1, 2 years, 3 years maybe, and reason I tell you this is that sometimes if you have an injury or some kind of weak point, you need to be patient and putting long-term goals. That kind of thinking that you should fix it now is quite dangerous because that will probably lead to new injuries. But let's see how you can ease into this. If you're not that strong, if you're overweight, if you're old, if you have knee injuries, how do you start out with this exercise without hurting yourself? First off, the lower pads here that should go against your shin, they should be moved as far backwards as possible, because if they are too far in front of you, your feet can slide forward, and that makes your lower leg not vertical but at an angle, and that will make it even harder to come up again. So unless you have very fat lower legs, this should be pushed all the way towards you. This pad here should be as high as possible while still allowing you to bend your knees. If it comes up to here, the back of my thighs, I'll not be able to squat at all, and I'll just be standing there like an idiot. If it's too low, again I can come down too low, and I don't want that if I have any kind of knee trouble. So the adjustment is important, so don't step into this machine without adjusting it first and see that it fits you properly. Also, if you've not tried it before, if you have any kind of injury, be able to hold on to something, because you don't want to just drift backwards and then not be able to come up again and have to kind of wriggle your feet out of it and hurt your knees. I'll be using this as sling trainer. And I'm not supposed to be rowing myself up, because then it will be more for my back than for my legs. But I'm supposed to be able to hold on to it. So if it's a bit hard on my knees, I can always pull a little and thereby help myself. So Here we go. I'll lean back, I'll come down, and I'll come up again. And you can see at the lower part, which is the hardest part of my knees, the sling trainer is held pretty tight, whereas when I'm up here I don't need it that much. So it's just a safety precaution. I'll come up and down like this, and I make sure I don't come too far down. And some people will say, shouldn't you go further down? No, not today. In a few years I will, but not now. Some of you might wonder why I have an oak punching bag in front of the bench, and that is because when I pull at the sling trainer, I actually kind of roll myself a little forward, so the punching bag is there to prevent the bench from sliding over the floor. And that's it really. Start out this way to be safe. Probably in some time in the future you will be able to do this exercise without the sling trainer and maybe going a bit lower than I did today. I hope I will. See you next week. Hi.